This is the Morning Shower.
Brought to you by Late Night Hump.
Let the news wash over you.
With Jordan Freed,
Brendan O'Brien,
and Reena Ezra.
These are your ShowerHead Lines.
Hard right House Republicans on Friday were discussing forming an America First caucus, which one document described as championing Anglo-Saxon political traditions and warning that mass immigration was putting the unique identity of the United States at risk. Ah yes, the Anglo-Saxon traditions of the United States. Traditions that mass immigrated from England and took over the people who were already here. Maybe if we're lucky, all of the refugees coming in can overthrow Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz.
A self-driving Tesla electric car crashed late Saturday in Texas, erupting into flames and killing the two passengers. The car ran into a tree north of Houston after traveling at high speeds and failing to navigate a turn, with one of the victims being in the passenger seat and the other in the back. I guess in this case, Jesus did not take the wheel.
Otters at an aquarium in Atlanta have tested positive for COVID-19, but are expected to make full recoveries. It is suspected the otters may have acquired the infection from an asymptomatic staff member. They are not eligible for Pfizer, Moderna, or J&J, so looks like they are getting the otter vaccine.
It all started with a simple passion for restoring cars. I've always had vintage cars my entire life. I've restored probably 20 to 30 vintage cars, Joe Sacchetti said. When the coronavirus first happened, I thought of making a Corona car, just to make it, and the idea kinda sat for a while. While it may have sat still for some time, this idea is now fully in motion and goes far beyond merely refurbishing a car to its former glory. Sacchetti and his partner of 12 years, Shirley Lindbergh, launched a service this month in which they pick up people from their homes in their self-designed coronavirus car and drive them to their vaccine appointments free of charge. The only conditions of the agreement is to be the couple's unicorn.
Imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny is 3 weeks into a hunger strike, protesting the lack of medical attention he has received while in prison. Now his doctor fears his death is imminent. I too have experienced not eating because I was Russian. One time I got sick eating an entire pizza pie because I was Russian to finish it, and as a result, didn't eat for the rest of the day.
Hanks Johnson, a 52-year-old stalker who claims pop star Taylor Swift is communicating with him on social media, was arrested on a trespassing charge after trying to break into the singer's Manhattan apartment. Oof, that's scary. What's even scarier is the stalker was also carrying a copy of Catcher in the Rye.
A record percentage of U.S. voters say marijuana should be legalized, according to a poll released Thursday. The Quinnipiac University poll recorded its highest percentage ever, 70% in support of legal weed, with 24% in opposition. I wouldn't take these results too seriously, as most of the people polled were high.
A Walgreens pharmacy mistakenly administered saline injections instead of COVID-19 vaccines in a mix-up, the company has confirmed. The patient, Lisa Strawn, said she was told a pharmacist forgot to mix the vaccine, resulting in only a saline shot being administered. In case you were wondering, yes, it was also Bill Gates' fault this happened.
An upstate New York couple may have finally solved the mystery of who's been tossing used coffee cups in their front yard for nearly 3 years. Edward and Cheryl Patton told the Buffalo News they tried mounting a camera in a tree in front of their home in Lakeview to catch the phantom litterer. But it wasn't until some neighbors got involved recently and followed a minivan and jotted down its license plate number that there was a break in the case. After Edward Patton called police, they waited and pulled over a vehicle driven by 76-year-old Larry Pope, who Cheryl Patton said had once worked with her and had had disagreements with her over union issues. Pope claimed he wanted to settle the issues over a cup of coffee. A Connecticut middle school teacher who raised $41,000 to help hundreds of his struggling neighbors during the COVID-19 pandemic got an unwelcome surprise for his charitable efforts. A form stating he could owe $16,031 in income taxes. Louis Goffinet, 27 of Mansfield, began picking up groceries for elderly neighbors afraid to go to the store during the early days of the pandemic, often spending his own money. Given the great need, he later organized 2 fundraisers on Facebook over a year and helped hundreds of families with groceries, rent money, and holiday gifts, the Hartford Courant reported, setting a $200 limit. In January, Facebook sent Goffinet a 1099 form that stated he owed taxes on the money he had raised. Facebook warns users that money generated from a fundraiser on the social media platform may be taxable if more than $20,000 is raised, and that a 1099 tax form will be issued. Goffinet was shocked for some reason that Facebook, the company that has enough data to facially recognize anyone in the world, spies on us for the government.
Thank you for showering with us.
Lather, rinse, repeat every day before noon.
Scrub-a-dub-dub at latenighthump.com.